Hey everybody, welcome back to Awakened Intuition. My name is Steve, and I'm here to talk to you today about the power of visualization and how this can help change your life in many, many ways. For me, it's manifested me work, jobs, a living place, success, relatively, and good things performance-wise in my music career and many other things. So let me tell you about the power of visualization and why it's so crucial. We often go through life and we have these negative thought patterns that come up. They often take us down. They limit us. It's the voice in the back of your head that says, you can't do that. You're not good enough for that. You don't look good enough for that. What about all this? And it focuses primarily on the negative. This is for a couple of reasons. One, from our societal conditioning, and two, from just the state of energy that is in our world today. I could get into more detail about that, but I think that's another video in itself. So primarily we're going through life in these negative feedback loops, and it really sabotages ourselves a lot of the time. Using positive visualization can do a couple of things. One, it can grant you immediate success, pretty much, because you're allowing your mind to focus on a more positive track, which in turn will give you more positive results, more confidence. It will give you a better aura about yourself as you go through life. And also, the power of confidence just kind of exudes off of you into other people. It has a sort of magnetism, right? And this is definitely true. When you're getting ready for an interview or you're doing something like that, you want to really get yourself in the right headspace because you want to make a great impression. And a good way to do that is to visualize, how are they going to ask you questions? How are you going to portray yourself? How are you going to put yourself out there and what you're going to do? This is especially true for me as a musician. I've done a lot of performances, some really great ones, some in a lot of really cool venues. For those who don't know, I'm a music teacher. I play cello, piano a little bit, yeah, but mostly the cello. I've been playing for a long, long time. And when I'm visualizing in my mind, whether it's practicing visualization, I'm practicing the fingerings and the bow technique, I'm practicing in my mind exactly how it feels to move on the instrument and what's exactly happening, the exact sound I want to make. But I'm also visualizing how I want the performance to go and how I want people to react and how the emotions that I want to come out that will captivate my audience, essentially. And this goes for anything. So visualization has a role in all aspects of life. Acting, sports. Many athletes always say that they visualize success. They visualize the win. They visualize the big plays that they make that gets them the points on the board. This is an important thing because it allows you to focus, again, on the positive rather than stick in the negative feedback loop, okay? So positive visualization will change the way you think. It will change the way you think about life. It will change the way you go through life. And this could be anything. Whatever you're trying to attract in your life and whatever you're trying to do, this visualization practice can help you in your daily life and will eventually become a natural response because, again, the negative response is a natural thing imbued in our head. The more we use positive visualization, the more we can push that out, and now things naturally become more positive for us. So here's what I do to help me do that. What I do is I lay in bed at night, I take some deep breaths, for example. And I do that a couple of times. I just try to relax my mind, right? It's sort of like a meditation. And what I'll do is I'll start to visualize things that I want to change about myself or things that I want to achieve. This usually goes both ways. So I'll visualize things about myself saying, I want to be more confident in my approach. I want to be more happy. I want to have a natural energy about myself. When I go through the world, people will turn their heads in admiration and not, I won't be invisible, things like that. That's a personal mental status that I want to have for myself. It could be anything for you, but it will make a difference, especially because I'm someone who's always been kind of hard on myself, the way I look and things like that, which is silly, but I do this visualization to give myself, that's not true, that's just a negative thought about myself. Here I go, I'm feeling good. And I also use it in my career, and I use it for work and my living space and my finances and everything else like that. Granted, I'm pretty young, but I'm living on my own and things are pretty good. So I will visualize. When I was getting ready to move here, that was in June. It's a little messy back there, but whatever. I was getting ready to move, and I was visualizing all the time what it was going to be like, how it was going to be, what it was going to feel like, what it's going to feel like when I get the place, how it's going to be. And that's the key word, the feeling, right? When you visualize something, if you want to get better results and more immediate results, you have to put yourself in the way that you're expecting yourself to feel. So if I just visualize like a daydream, myself winning $1 million, or being a millionaire, it's not going to have the same effect as the feeling that I'm going to get, because that aspect of the mind, again, that's more details for another video, but that aspect of the mind responds to emotion and feeling. And the visualization combined with the emotional stimulus gives you a much quicker result and will change things profound. Now, again, you're going to want to do this, whatever it is you're trying to visualize and have success in, you're going to want to do this nightly. I like to do it at night because I go to sleep. It allows me to relax and get into a much more peaceful state where I can have a clean slate of a mind. I put away everything that I did during the day and what I'm doing tomorrow, and I just relax, and I really allow myself to come into this moment and be mindful of that. But then I wake up and I feel somewhat more refreshed, and I feel like I have more success. So I do this at night, and you're going to want to do this nightly if you want to make a long-lasting change. One time's probably not going to be enough, because remember, I'm 23 years old. Everybody watching this is probably varying ages, but you got to figure, you've been going through your life this whole time putting in negative information into your mind, whether it was from your parents or your friends or your jobs or your schooling or your grades, whatever it is. This is a negative idea that's been implanted in your mind and rehearsed over and over again for years, maybe decades. And it's going to take time to realign your mind into a more positive way and form of thinking. That's why one night you won't get the immediate long-term results that are going to stick with you. You may feel better after 2 days of doing this, but if you just stop after 2 days, you won't be able to retain that sensation. The more you practice this, the more it's going to benefit you. And that's just the truth. You will get short-term results, definitely, because that happens, and I'm sure you'll agree when you do this. But if you want the long-term results and the long-term benefits and confidence and success, you're going to have to do this multiple times, many times, and the more you do it, it can't hurt, the better it gets. All right? Short message for you today on what I was going to talk about, but I thought it was important, the power of visualization. And remember to back it with the emotion. Feel the happiness, feel the success, feel how it feels to be that way, feel how it feels to have the money, or feel how it feels to have that job or that person in your life that you're trying to attract for better and good reasons. It has to be a positive visualization. Okay? So that's my message for the day. We have reached 50 subscribers. Incredible. I know to some outsiders it's not going to sound like very much, but damn, we have come some way in some short time. I apologize, I'm not always making videos as much, but I'm a busy bee as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's do this thing. I appreciate all your support and fine, kind words. See you in the next video. Peace.